Hello YouTubers, this is Brittbratt coming at you on Friday, March 11th, 2016. I'm gonna shake this thing off of my computer desk thingy. Okay. And it is gorgeous outside today. I went for a walk, I did my walk thing, and it was splendiferous. We're not gonna have that many more days like this in Wisconsin. And surprisingly, it's like this already, which it usually doesn't get like this till April, so I'm like totally going for it and been enjoying it. A nice long 3-mile walk, which is normally my normal walk even before surgery. It was 3 miles. Try to keep it at a 5K. But my next feat will, once I'm done walking and stuff like that, it'll be to get back out on my bike and to start running, to see if I can start running. So those are my goals and things like that. Anyway, my bike, I tried it the other day. I need to blow up the tires, and it was really hard to go on it, and it was just a pain in the butt. So I need to get going first before I worry about that. And I am so sad. Look what happened to the phone. I don't know if you guys could see it, but yeah. I broke my phone. Yeah, Peppa Pig, she says hi. I broke my phone. So now, and I really don't want to buy a new phone until the 7 comes out. The Apple 7 is supposed to come out in the fall, and I was hoping that this would last me until that. So I'm kind of just dealing with the fact that I have a big spider web on my phone until the 7 comes out, because I don't want to buy the 6 and then have the 7 come out 6 months later. That'll just piss me off. So I'm just dealing with it. But in the meantime, MyFitness is not working correctly. A lot of my apps are kind of acting funky, so I'm wondering if I'm going to have to just deal with it and get a new phone before then. I really don't want to, but MyFitness, it starts the timer, but it doesn't track where I'm going. My pictures are coming out like super fuzzy. It's just there's like a weird thing is going on with my phone. So I don't want to buy a new one until the 7 comes out. Oh well. So that's a struggle. But luckily I have my Fitbit, and that's working just fine. So I've been using that to track instead of MyFitness, but I really liked my MyFitness. This can't it's just the miles seem to be a little off. Like, I know I walked 3 miles, but this is like you walked just under 3, which I know is not true. I've walked the same freaking thing for like 2 years now, and it's always 3 miles. So anyway, my ranting. Yeah, so I went out and walked. I am not a person to sit in my basement. I have workout equipment in my basement. I have a treadmill, and I have a yoga mat, and I have an inversion table, which is that table that you like hook yourself up to and you go backwards. And I have a bike, and I have weights and stuff. I just don't like sitting in my basement and doing that stuff. I don't like sitting inside any building really and doing that stuff. It's kind of boring to me. I mean, props to, I know a ton of people who love going to the gym, and the one thing I like about gym is the classes that you get to take. I don't necessarily like sitting on machines because I have that already at my house, and why pay like 20 to 40 bucks a month for something I already got at home. And props to you guys if you could do it, but I like the classes. I like going to those classes, and that's the one thing that I'll miss by not going to the gym. But I can always, I can always go up for independent classes that are separate from gyms and stuff. So I've been looking into like yoga classes that are separate, or like taekwondo type things, or things like that. So I can always go that route if I want to. So that was just a slight mini update before my actual big video that I'm going to be making. Oh My Ruin Why asked me to make a video about what I took with me to the hospital. And not only does she want to know what I took, but she wants to know like basically what I bought and what was like a regret, what I wish I didn't buy, I didn't use at all. So I'll go into that. This is what this video will be, apart from that stupid like ranting thing I did at the beginning of the video. Also, I don't know, I will be drinking this humongous protein shake and trying to really get it down. I filled it up to the 16 this morning, and I got it down to 12 now. So yeah, I do that a lot. So, okay, let's get right into it. Right after 5 minutes of just talking. Okay, so basically, I watched a ton of YouTube videos, and I saw what to bring. And since I'd already been to the doctor, or the hospital I should say, for my C-section, which was like a 3-4 day stay, and then I also went in the hospital for my appendectomy, which is an overnight thing, I already kind of knew what to expect in the hospital, especially the C-section thing. I was there for 3-4 days. My hospital visit for this surgery was 3 to 4 day. It was a 3-day long thing. most people don't stay in the hospital for 3 days for this type of surgery. My doctor just likes that. My insurance approved 5 days, so as long as I was within that 5-day range, we're good, right? So I was there for 4 days. Now, I only brought a few things with me because I already knew that I was going to bring a ton of stuff that I wouldn't need if I did that. With my C-section, I brought books, and I brought like lots of clothes for God knows what reason. I brought slippers that I never used. I brought all sorts of stuff, never used it. I have no clue why I brought half that stuff with me. So this time I knew I wasn't going to need any of that kind of stuff. So I only brought one change of clothing. I didn't bring slippers, but you can. They give you slippers when you get there, but you can bring your own. If you prefer your own, you can bring your own slippers because it is cold. Hospitals are cold, but they give you like, you know, they want you in that gown the entire time. They give you another gown if you're cold. Like, yeah. Then I also brought this thing. Here it is. Okay. This Biotine spray. This is that dry mouth spray I talked about in other videos. They make them in different brands. I don't know how much this was. I didn't really pay attention, but I'm guessing this is pricey, and they have off-brand, so you don't have to buy this particular thing. But this is great for before the surgery and a little bit after because of the dry mouth and stuff. So this is really good. I couldn't even have mints before the surgery, like nothing. So this was helpful because I couldn't drink, couldn't have mints, nothing. So that was great. And then when you're in the hospital right after the surgery, they give you a sponge with like ice chips and stuff. So you don't really need that so much after the surgery because they give you that stuff. But it is nice to have like a minty kind of, this is like minty, and it also refreshes and moistens and keeps mouth fresh. So it also like kind of sterilizes, sort of like, it helps with the taste in your mouth too. So if you're sick of the water and stuff, that's a good thing to bring. So I did use that a lot in the hospital. I also use those gas X strips. Those are good to bring because the gas pain. However, I will say I maybe should have eaten more because it didn't really help all that much. Like if I didn't bring them, it wouldn't have been that big of a deal. I should have probably had more and it would have been helpful. But everybody brings those and everybody says that they're great. So I would say bring them, the dissolvable ones. When I got home, I was able to take my vitamins like as soon as I got home. So when I got home, I bought the chewable gas X, which I have actually right here. And it's cheaper. You could take a smaller dose and have it be just as effective as like 4 strips versus 2 of these. And these actually taste pretty good compared to some of my other chewable vitamin things I have to take. So, you know, gas X is good. And when I started taking these, it was much better. It worked better. Plus, these are extra strength. So if you're allowed to have chewable vitamins when you get home, which some doctors make you wait a week, some don't, then I would suggest you pick up some of these because they're stronger than those strips are. But if you need something dissolvable in the hospital, that's going to work. And I'm going to sneeze. Bless me. Okay, so those are the 2 things that kind of like I brought. Oh yeah, and I brought chapstick with me. Yeah, I used the chapstick. I mean, it wasn't like, if I didn't have it, it wouldn't have been detrimental, but I did use it, so, you know, bring some chapstick. And that's about it. Like, I didn't bring a ton of stuff with me. I didn't bring technology with me because I had my phone. If I wanted to read, I have books on my phone. I wasn't really bored for the 3 days. I was kind of like, you know, dealing with recovering, so I wasn't super bored or anything. But I would suggest, you know, bring something because the TV sucks, and I'm not a TV watcher, so it was boring as far as that is concerned. However, I will say, so there wasn't anything I brought that I didn't use or spent an exorbitant amount of money on that I didn't use. So I will say that much. However, I will say there are 2 things that I wish I did bring. One of them, a back scratcher. We have a back scratcher in our house somewhere. I usually keep it on my desk, but my daughter likes to carry it off and do things with it. There were like, there were parts that were like itchy. I wanted a back scratcher. You can't bend very well because you got incisions and stuff. So either bring a husband, bring someone to scratch your back, or bring a back scratcher because it is nice to have that, like, especially in the middle of the night. I don't want to wake up my husband and be like, scratch my back. So I brought a back scratcher. I wish I had brought it, I mean. It would have been so freaking lovely to have a back scratcher. Okay, and then the second thing. The second thing is way more important than the back scratcher. A pillow. Bring a pillow. Not only are the pillows in the hospitals flat as crap, like they're plastic so that they don't like, you know, so they're allergen free. I think that's why. And so that they flatten really easily and you end up with these little flat things behind your head. So if you like a pillow, which I don't, so it didn't bother me, but if you like a pillow for that, bring it. But the reason that you should bring the pillow isn't necessarily for the head, it's for your stomach on your ride home. I really wish I brought a pillow with me. I am so used to going to local hospitals, I didn't think about the 2-hour drive on the way home and how much it would hurt by the end of that drive, my stomach, my poor tummy. The pillow, you put it against your stomach and you hold it there so that when you bump and stuff, your stomach doesn't jiggle all over the place, and the incisions don't start getting hurt, and your stomach doesn't, your poor soft stomach doesn't start getting hurt. I really wish I brought one. It would have been so helpful. And it's also for sneezes and coughs and stuff, which you will sneeze and cough because you had surgery, and that's why. Because fate's evil. And they're like, oh, you know what would hurt right now? A cough. Let's make you cough. Scoff. You know. So the pillow is to keep it all in there. So I would highly suggest you bring a pillow or a stuffed animal, something to hold against your stomach to keep it in place when you drive home, when you cough, etc., etc. So that's what I would suggest to bring. So like I said, I did a ton of research just like you're doing right now and saw that I really shouldn't have brought a ton of stuff, so I didn't bring a ton of stuff, on top of the fact that I went to the hospital before and knew that I wasn't going to use any of that stuff. So I didn't actually do that. So yeah, so that's my list. That's what I did. So I hope that you are doing well, and I hope this helps. I hope this helps Oh My Ruin Why, and I hope this helps anybody else out there. And I'll talk to you guys soon. I'm going to drop this video. It's getting long. I'll talk to you guys later. Bye.